One of the most stressful parts of being a beginner in strength training is finishing a workout and wondering, was it too light? Should I go heavier? Most beginners don't struggle because you're not trying. You struggle because strength training comes with so many rules. Reps, sets, muscle groups, timelines, that it starts to feel overwhelming. So let's simplify it. I will show you a simple way to decide when to increase weight and when to wait. 2 ways we get stuck. I've worked in gyms for 8 years, and I usually see 2 patterns. One person keeps using the same weight every single workout. Same reps, same dumbbells, months after months. That person shows up consistently, like almost every single day. But after years, they still look and feel exactly the same. Not because they don't want to improve, but because no one ever told them that weight is supposed to change over time. On the other side, the other person changes weight constantly. Heavier today, lighter tomorrow, no tracking, just guessing or depending on their mood that day. Both patterns can make it hard to see real progress, but in different ways. Why the weight has to change? Here's the simple truth. Your body adapts to what it repeats. If you've been lifting the same weight and it feels easier than it used to, that's actually a good sign. It means your body learned it. But if the weight never changes, eventually it stops challenging you. And when there's no challenge, there's no reason for your body to get stronger. So yes, at some point, the weight has to go up. Now you might also be thinking, if I go heavier, am I gonna get bulky? Well, after our 30s, we naturally start to lose muscle and bone density over time. And strength training or lifting weights gonna help us to keep those good stuff on our bodies. Using heavier weights won't make you bulky. It helps you preserve muscle, protect your bones, and support your metabolism. You don't accidentally build large amounts of muscle. That takes years of very intentional training. Gradually increasing weight is about staying strong, not getting huge. Are you ready to go heavier? There's a simple guideline called the 2-for-2 rule. First, can you complete your planned sets with a very stable, controlled form? Not just finished, controlled. Second, on your last set, did it feel like you could have done 2 more reps with a good form? If you can perform at least 2 reps on your last set for 2 workouts in a row, that's usually a clear sign to go heavier for your next workout. If that weight feels controlled, repeatable, and stable, then yes, you're ready. So how much to increase? When you do increase, keep it small. For upper body exercises, 2.5 to 5 pounds is enough. For lower body exercises, usually 5 to 10 pounds is plenty, or roughly 2 to 5% of the weight you're currently using. For example, let's say you've been using 10-pound dumbbells for 8 reps of chest press. Lately, it felt kind of easy. So instead of 8 reps, you ended up doing 11 or even 12 reps. And that happened for 2 workouts in a row. That's usually a sign it's time to move up to 12 or even 15-pound dumbbells. Or let's say you've been using 70-pound on leg press machine for 8 reps, but recently you start to do 12 or 15 reps instead, and it's kind of easy, but it's still controlled. That's probably your cue to try 75 or 80-pound next time. You don't want big jumps that might increase the risk of injury. The goal isn't to prove anything. Is to create a steady but upward trend. Small increases done consistently build far more strength than aggressive jumps that lead to injury and force you to backtrack. When to hold on? If any of this sounds like you haven't been sleeping well, you've missed some workouts recently, you feel tired or stressed because of something happened outside of the gym, your form still feels off, or you're increasing weight just because you feel like you should. Let's slow down for a second. You don't get bonus points for increasing faster. If the weight you're using feels rushed instead of controlled, Just build another week of stability and then increase later. There's nothing wrong with that. And remember, increasing weight isn't the only sign that you're making progress. If you're wondering how to tell whether you're improving even when the scale and the weight don't change much, I made this video just for you. Check it out. I will see you in the next rep.